My name is Stephanie Anthony Brown, and I'm the occupational therapist with Annapolis Valley Health with the Outpatient Mental Health and Addictions Program, and I'm part of the adult and the older adult mental health team. So what inspired me to enter into occupational therapy? It's a bit of a roundabout way. When I was in high school, I really enjoyed sciences, but I knew that my marks were better in social science. So going into university, I ended up doing a history and classics undergraduate degree. My family's in healthcare, and they had mentioned something about occupational therapy, OT, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, but whatever. And then I went to an information fair, and the occupational therapy program for Queen's University was there, because that's where I was at the time. So I kind of stopped to ask them questions, and it sounded so cool. It was this perfect balance between science and social science and being able to help people. So in terms of education to become an occupational therapist, it's now required to be a master's degree level. And so master's degree is now the entry level. It used to be a Bachelor of Science 4-year degree, and it's now a 2-year degree. So most programs across Canada require you to have an undergraduate degree. What's really cool about Nova Scotia is that we actually have one university that offers occupational therapy at the master's level, and that's Dalhousie University. My education experience, like going through occupational therapy, I absolutely loved it, but I'm a bit of a geek. I do enjoy school and I enjoy learning. I think I'm going to be a lifelong student, and which is great because in healthcare professions there's constantly new things coming up, so you're constantly learning and upgrading your skills and your knowledge base. Parts of it were challenging because they were brand new to me, like some of the anatomy and the science I had to work at. But for the most part, I had such a great time. We worked in a lot of the times in learning teams and learning groups because that's what it's going to be like in a lot of workplaces once you get into practice. Occupational therapy is so broad. We can be working in many different practice areas, so an average day is going to look very different depending on where you're working. We could be working in mental health and physical health in the school system, and everyone's job description is going to be very different. So a typical day, I don't know if that actually exists in occupational therapy. A lot of the positions are part of teams, so you're getting to go in there and can be mentored by other occupational therapists or other healthcare professions. I think the rewards come down to being witness to other people's lives and seeing them go through their own journeys. Whether it's someone who has experienced a stroke and they actually learn how to dress independently again, or learn how to fish again because that's their hobby and that's what gives their life meaning. I feel in my gut, in my heart, that each OT will tell you that they love their job because they get to work with people, and it's so exciting to learn little bits of what people do. It's incredible what people do. It's unbelievable. And the stories that you hear about people's history and what they've gone through and their resilience, especially in mental health, it's really incredible. Skills necessary to excel as an OT. You know what? There are so many skills that I could list. I would say that if you're passionate, if you care about other people, if you've got really good communication skills, if you're willing to put in the hard work, and if you can really see the whole picture, that holistic view of a situation and of a client. So looking at not only the person and what they bring and their spirit, but also the environment and the activities in which they engage. You can be taught all the theory, you can be taught all the other stuff, but it's if you're willing to do the work, have that vision and have that passion, that's all you really need. Advice I have for anyone looking at occupational therapy as a career, I'd say do it. Do it. It'll be like the best choice you ever make in your life. It's going to be challenging, so be willing to put in the work, be willing to be creative and working with other people. I'd say it's the best choice I ever made in my life. I've had an amazing career thus far. My name is Stephanie Anthony Brown, and I'm an occupational therapist.